Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Mrs. Happy Catholic, and today I'm just doing a short video answering some comments and speculations that I've seen around the internet about why I'm making these videos about traditionalism and specifically the SSPX. And some people are asking, who's the group behind these videos and what's the agenda, and it's kind of entertaining sometimes. The ideas that they come up with about why, what the end purpose really is for doing these. But just honestly, I thought I would share just a little bit about that. I started my YouTube channel when I was a teenager just to post sacred music recordings, and it kind of grew over time to encompass some different things. And then finally, a few years ago, a longtime friend of mine who has attended society masses for a long time, he introduced me to some new friends. Actually, a lot of people I met through him from the society, but a couple new friends specifically that I became very close to. And I had concerns about the society, and I knew there was some things that bore more looking into. But before I could really talk to them about it, I needed to do a lot more research and really get a handle on it, or see, if what they were doing was the right thing, then I should be doing that too. So it was time to really take a good look and give it a fair shake and see how it all kind of came out. So I started doing a lot of research and, connecting with people, looking at books, articles, videos, anything I could get my hands on that kind of shed more light on this traditionalist issue. And I had spent several years being very, pro-trad, very into all of that myself. Not like I ever became associated with any groups like Sedevacantists or the SSPX myself. It was always within the church, like the diocese or the FSSP. Was my experience, but I was still very enamored of it and very swept away for a while. And then I kind of got to watch that play out in my life and the lives of other people I was getting to know, and seeing that it wasn't as peachy as I had originally thought, and that it wasn't having a good effect on my spiritual life for the most part. So I did learn some really good things during that time, and I'm grateful for the good that I encountered in traditionalism that, I'll always be able to take with me through the rest of my life. But those things were truly Catholic elements mixed in with a lot of what I now realize were Protestant elements, and some, what I encountered was just a bare brush compared to so many other people that I've come to meet. And so as I've met more and more people who've been able to share their stories, and some of them I've been able to have come on my channel. And so now we have these, this whole playlist of personal story of ex-trads that, I'm sharing on my platform and hoping to have more guests on as I connect with more people. I have just learned so much, especially from the people that I have met. And I've now been involved with tradrecovery.com, getting that launched. And it's a support network and resource center for ex-traditionalists and anyone who's thinking of leaving, or they have family or friends that are heavily involved in traditionalist groups and they want resources to understand, kind of sort through things, people to talk to and kind of process with. And that's all happening. And it's happening with people from around the world. It's really something. It's growing really well, and it's wonderful to see. So I'm really happy for that, having developed as a result of all this. Getting back to kind of why I got into this, I wanted to share with my friends what I was learning, but they weren't really ready to have those conversations. Like, we kind of tried, and they weren't, like shutting me down, but they just weren't really sure how to respond. And traditionalism was kind of new to them, and they were very excited about it. And so I thought, we're just going to be friends. And I have all this information now, though, that I don't feel right about just sitting on. I wish I could share it with somebody who was ready to hear it, or who did need to know about these things. And so I thought, well, I have a YouTube channel. I can do audio recordings. I can make videos. And so I started doing that. I just felt really driven that I should be sharing what I was learning. And because it's really a serious thing. I mean, there's so much, so many people that are shell-shocked from the very bad experiences that they have had, and it affects their psyche, their spiritual life, their relationships, sometimes for the rest of their life. And they're trying to figure out what happened, and what they need to do to change things for the better, to understand their Catholic faith in a really whole and complete way, and to heal in the various ways that they've been hurt. And I'm seeing all this happen. And, a lot of these things we haven't even been able to cover in videos yet. There's a lot of people that are in such bad shape after the experiences that they've had that they can't even go there just to, just for the length of a video to talk about it, because it's too disturbing for them. Or they wouldn't be safe if they did it. I mean, it's really serious. And I need people to understand that that's how it is. At least for some of these more extreme groups. And so people are dealing with a lot, and they often feel very isolated, and somebody needs to be there to catch them when they need somewhere to land. And for my own friends that aren't ready right now to have these conversations, but someday they may. And I wanted them to have what they needed when they were ready. I wanted it all to be laid out there for them and available for all these people too, that have been needing these resources for years and years and had to scrape and hunt and peck to find them. Now it's really time that these things be more available online, easy to find, and that you can hit on a network of people, know that you're not alone in what you're doing and wondering about. And so that's tradrecovery.com and my channel. And, that there's a whole network of people out there, YouTubers and the Logos Project and Jeremiah Bannister. And though there's so many, so many of these people that understand, and they're trying to, put things out there that will help others. And so that's really the motivation behind it. My conviction, my friends, and now the new friends that I'm making from all over the place. Their stories, they line up. They have so much in common, and there are so many, many more stories that are represented by the few that I do have on my channel at this time. Just know that they represent many, many more that we have not been able to get all out there yet. But it's not just, I'm not just filtering, what I put out. It's, I'm trying to offer a range of experiences and stories. And just because I hope that if it helps one person, I know it will all be worth it. But sometimes you're just needing to hear that one story, meet that one person that really resonates with you. They're, really, you can relate to them. And so I'm hoping that people are finding that. I have gotten a lot of good feedback, and I'm very encouraged by seeing this. I think this is God's work. I see it being very blessed and growing. And I hope that it can help you too, and bless you and bless the people that you share it with. And if you're a super rad trad and you're watching this and kind of scoffing at it, it's okay. I don't blame you. It's that's just where you're at. And if you ever find yourself in another place where you need some encouragement and community to help you kind of process things, then we want to be here for you then. So, just remember where to go, tradrecovery.com. And we want to be a blessing to you. So please pray for me and for this work, for all my helpers. And although it's, like I said, there's no group behind this. It's really just me meeting people and giving them an opportunity to share their story and their voice through my platform, because I think it's important. And I feel like I need to do that to be a good daughter of the church at this time in our history. There's just issues that people need to be more educated about and aware of in order to be also kind to people and available to them in a way that they need. Because when you have ignorance, then you're not able to minister as effectively. And so I'm hoping to kind of counteract that with these videos. And so please give me your suggestions if you have ideas for future videos or things that you would love to see more about. I would happily meet your needs as much as I can. So thank you so much for being part of this, for being my viewers, and for supporting this work. And I will see you soon on another video. God bless you and have a wonderful night.